Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather, and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today is a fun day. Just as festival event begins. This is a yearly thing that repeats the same pattern every year. I really like this event, so let's have fun with it. First, we need to choose a vampire. Who do I feel like seeing today? I know I should play with Inessa, but I'm going to save her for next Tuesday. Instead, we're going to go with Thérani. Thérani is my pet Sorc. She is fun and easy to play with. The only thing you really need to pay attention to is keeping your pets both alive and their abilities active. So, we shall go with her. I'm uncertain of whether or not I have done Jester's festival with Thérani before, so this will be exciting. First things first, get rid of pets. These are hella annoying when in cities, and cities are where we're headed. But first, let's see what today's endeavors are. We need to either craft 4 items with the provisioning skill, kill 10 amorphous foes, as in niches for possums and other amorphous foes. These unsettling creatures lurk in the swamps and volcanic wastes of Black Marsh and Morrowind. We shall keep an eye on those. Place 7 furnishings, loot 1 thieves' draw, or complete 1 quest for crop sport in Ceratal. Our weekly endeavors are a little bit more challenging. We need to either defeat 7 patrolling horrors in the Imperial City districts, complete 6 group dungeons, or complete 1 arena. I think I'm going to go for milestone. Also, I watched a stream yesterday and they had drops on. Therefore, I have not 1,
well
but
met,
2
and
crown
good
crates.
fortune to you.
Let's open them.
Choose a reward.
Ooh, poison. Ooh, poison. Elixir. Ooh, poison.
My friend.
Well, poison. Ooh, poison. Poison. No, poison.
But there are always
That
more
is
available.
the way it usually
No more
goes.
crates, but you can always purchase more.
With 3 crown crates. I don't know if they're
Goodbye, my friend.
random name generator, like Sim says that your crown crate was free, and then because of that it gives you garbage. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Yum. So, Jester's festival. To get started with Jester's festival, what fun! Pick up a Jester's festival event quest. This isn't mandatory, but it does grant you, upon completion, a tool called the Pie of Misrule. If you eat this during Jester's Festival, you will get a 100% experience boost for 2 hours. Like so. The event locations can be found, if memory serves, in Stonefalls, Glenumbra, and Orton. Close to these locations, you can also find an event merchant. The event merchant sells all kinds of goodies. We'll take a look at those a bit later. The first quest, all of the festival locations have, I hope I'm not lying to you, 1 daily quest and 1 additional daily. You need to complete 1 daily quest in order to get 3 event tickets, and also, upon completion, you will get a Jester's Festival cover. I'm trying to decide which quest I want to do first. I like the Oridan one best, so let's save that first. I will start with Jester King Joran. Yes, most definitely decided. Here we go. And because this is an event and it just started yesterday, everybody's here.
Hey you! Interested in some
These couples
real
are
Jester's Festival fun?
multiple, so do make sense into
Festival for jesters, and the only fools I see are those in the audience. Don't these idiots know how to indulge?
Well, this is strange. There used to be only one quest keeper when I started.
You stand before Joran, Skald King. Do not be shaken by this one's presence. Only cowherds and concealers of foul coops have reason to fear Joran's hugeness. Join us in inebriating this monumental day.
What are we celebrating?
Time-honored Nord traditions. Fighting, food, foolishness, and fortification. Fun? Close enough. Sometimes Jorun has trouble wrestling all the great words he knows. When it is Jester's Day, everyone is a child of Skyrim.
What is a Jester's Day?
Any way you can, so long as someone is laughing. Joran suggests you prance, dance, and sing before your king. Or do you seek to raise a toast and boast your deeds at my royal roast?
So, that was very clarifying, it seems. Complete
You are
quest.
no ordinary fool. Joran knows a kindred spirit when he sees one. You must trod new ground where your feet can stand alone. I know just how to make you the sole hero of the day.
You have a task for me?
Just so. This one is heartsick without his betrothed. What good is all this food and drink without the one you love to pick it from your teeth? But Joran is forbidden to see his bride-to-be until the day of our vows.
How can I help?
Free her from her minders, so we may grow fat together. Take a token of my love. The sickly sweet brownish flesh of mud crab apples, and she will know I sent you. The guard cannot know their king bade the absencing of his bride. Use cautiousness.
I will bring your love, Majesty.
This one's overlarge heart tramples in anticipation of seeing his bride-to-be.
And as usual, after completing the initial conversation, we are blessed with more. What is the real story behind the Jester's Festival?
Have the others filled your head with foibles about this holy day? Enviness leads many to claim they lead the antics. But it was the first man who taught Mayor humor. Or was it that he had the last laugh? No matter. Iskramor did everything first.
Does King Joran know you're impersonating him?
Do not let this one's joviality deceive you into believing that Joran is elsewhere. Before you is the fearsome masher of mare, and words you have heard in song, and the tiny screams of scared mice.
You are a Kashid.
Though the heart of a Sench tiger roars within my chest, this one cannot claim to be one of those noble beasts. Joran's habit of lying naked in the sun does not help his case, he knows. But he assures you, he is sadly a man.
Why mud crab apples?
Not many have a taste for mud crab apples. But this one knows they are my sweet's favored sweetness. Her minders do not let her indulge in them freely, and it is Joran's promise that she will eat as many as she likes when we are married.
Alrighty. Aha. Upon completing the quest you pick up from the crown store, you are granted a pie of misrule. So again, I have lied to you, you do need to do that quest. But I suppose it unlocks automatically when you speak with any of the 3 quest givers. Or does that? Let's complete the first quest before doing anything else. The other red. Jester's Festival is filled with all kinds of silliness. Upon completing a quest related to the event, you are granted a
Hold there, sir.
offer like the one we just received. And those coffers contain all sorts of goodies and garbage. First things first, steal mud crab apples. Ta-da. Joran's betrothed. That's a difficult word. Can be found all the way here behind the city of Ebonheart. You have, I need to go. Excuse me. 2 routes, actually. Actually, more than one. Oh, confused. Anyway. You can choose to go from here or from here. When you're going there, it doesn't matter which route you choose, but when you return, there's a trick. Let's find Princess as quickly as we can. This obviously means sprinting as a stage for vampire. Flashy and fun. We're almost there. Here we find a friend most porcine princess, and as we feed her mud crab apples, she becomes our temporary companion.
Hey, where's my pig? Who took my pig?
Now we need to return to Jester King Jorn without being caught by. I want to see what the notes say. Without being caught by the butcher. The butcher is waiting for us in several locations, and the easiest way to avoid being caught is taking this route. Go around the city and make your way to Jester King Jorn through here. I had to resort to the internet before figuring out how to manage this.
You take that back.
Have we met?
Look at me!
Sometimes
Look
things
at
are
me!
tricky. If you sprint fast enough, you will lose princess, and then you have to wait. Going behind all the houses is a safe bet. This feels like it takes a bit of a long time, but better safe than sorry.
I don't know if I can go on.
I don't think I'll ever be done.
If you try to take another route past the easier one, you will get caught by the butcher.
It's a shame about all those Fort Zarin refugees. Thank goodness you were at the docks, though.
Oh! You have brought Jorun his bride-to-be! Or does this one's eyes deceive him? He is very toxicated.
I present your princess, Majesty.
She is tasteful, is she not? I could just eat her up. Much better. Your heroics have stirred my spirits. I must savor these tenderest moments, rare as they are.
And thus we get 3 event tickets and a stupendous Jester's Festival box.
Now that you have hogged all the glory here, I think we will be taking this party elsewhere. Will you follow our folly of fools down this onerous path?
Where are you headed?
To the afterlife for great rulers! Sovereign No, wait. That is not it. Volkergard! Queen Irene wishes to show us true cheeriness!
I will see you in Volkergard then.
Today has seen enough boorish crime. You've earned your swill, so drink your fill, and leave my bride and I to some private time, hmm?
You aren't really going to marry that pig, are you?
It's true her meatiness rivals that of Jorun, but his only complaint is that his bride-to-be snores so much. She is warm on the cold East March night, and never complains of crumbs in the bed. No other like her within my reach.
To each their own, I suppose. Let's see what the Side quests.
You here to enjoy the hilarity provided by that King Emmerich? Between the two of us, I wish I could say their dribble improves with copious intoxicants, but it hasn't so far. What would you say to helping me bring in some new talent?
What kind of new talents?
Well, jokes about swines and passing wind don't count as entertainment. Not for a whole festival. We need music. Dancing. Something raucous. Oh! I have the perfect minstrels in mind. If you handle recruitment, I'll prepare the stage.
Why can't you go and find these minstrels?
Unfortunately, my talents are better served here. These minstrels are worth your effort, though. Their music is out of this realm. And I always pay those who help me make Tamriel more decadent. So, will you help me improve this dreary festival?
Alright, I will gather the minstrels.
Take these. That's a list of exclusive vintages, along with directions to where I left them, and a rune of compulsion. Gather the wine, and then you can summon and corral these fiery musicians. Go! Bring us music!
I will leave the law for you to explore. Let's pick up the other one as well.
Now you look like someone who knows what the Jester Festival is really about. I can spot a true prankster just by the way they walk. And you, my friend, I saw coming from very far away. What do you say? Are you up for a little mischief?
What kind of mischief?
Pranks, of course. There's no better way to celebrate than playing harmless japes on others. I consider myself a master, but there is only one of me, and there are many people in need of a laugh. I think you have what it takes. Interested?
I will help you do some pranks.
Clumbert is so very easy to prank. He can never resist a new book. The possibility that he hasn't read something will torture him if he tries to ignore it. I bet he's never read a book with a plot twist like this one.
So, what's the prank?
In the kit, you'll find a book I fashioned to have a surprise inside the front cover. My friend Clumbert is a scholar, and he can never resist cracking open a new tome. And when he does, poof! A face full of glitter!
Where can I find Combat?
He's usually at his stall in Skywatch. Wait for a moment when he turns to hail customers. You can probably sneak up and place the trick book on his table when he's distracted. It'll be great, I promise you. He's going to look like a torch bug.
I will get the kit and find Combat. Now we need to gather prank kit, and after that we can get going. Here you can also pick up another quest. A full most Pokai. Ah yes. But we were going for our friend named Cumbert first. This is all a bit confusing. And see. So, Cumbert can be found in Skywatch, which can be found in Norden. In order to find Cumbert, we need to venture deeper into the city. We need to head for the market area and wait for a chance to place the trick book into Combert's wagon.
What manner of creature are you?
First try was not successful. Try again. Here we go. Wait for the prank to be triggered.
Oh, I haven't seen this book before. What is this? Oh, by the gods. That one got me good.
Worth the bounty.
Oh, capable. Now we are free to return to the quest giver whose name was Source in Laughter. Let's do it. Event quests often include a lot of running around. I feel that we need to return to Skywatch in the not too distant future.
You have a satisfied air about you, the aura of a successful prankster. Tell me everything.
Let's just say Cumbert has a new shine about him.
Perfect. Glad I picked the right person for the job. I would have liked to see the look on his face for myself, but I was busy replacing someone's bath soap with Quamalard. I trust Clumbert took it well.
He did. He seemed in good spirits.
Excellent. Another successful prank. The Jester's Festival would be nothing without this kind of fun. I thank you for joining. I'll put together another prank kit for you tonight. Come back tomorrow and I'll set you up with another.
Delightful.
Snake? No, frog. Sorry, I was just coming up with another prank idea. The perfect prank should be disruptive and shocking, but not terrifying or damaging. Even better if it's tailored to the person. It's a delicate balance, you know.
I like these kinds of pranks. Do you have a favorite prank of all time?
Once, I fashioned a thin, nearly invisible film made from dried cow spit and chitin. I put the film over my friend's privy late at night, knowing that first thing in the morning, he would need to relieve himself.
Very clever.
It gets better, or worse, depending on your perspective. Unknown to either of us, my friend's wife had eaten some bad fruit at a gathering earlier that evening. Unfortunately for her, she had to urgently use the privy in the middle of the night.
That is unfortunate.
Indeed. It went exactly how you imagine. There was much screaming, cursing, and an extensive cleaning that night. Much later, we had a good laugh. When the prank pranks the prankster, that's when you know it's special.
That makes sense.
I'm glad to have a prankster partner. You understand me and the Jester's Festival in a way most don't. I'll have to think about what fun to set up for tomorrow. Maybe something with scrib jellies.
Well, that prank wasn't to my liking. But the glitter one was. Now, let's head on over to Oregon to speak with Jester Queen Ira.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
An event merchant
Stop,
is
citizen.
conveniently located very close to the festival tent, so maybe we
Excuse
should
me, please.
visit it
I have a message
now.
for you.
There's this
The impresario and her assistant are, by the way, the kind of merchants who are obliged. Is that the correct word? Well, they need to speak with you no matter your state. If you are in stage 4 vampire, you can do business with them. So, during this event, we can purchase 2 new style pages. Broom or bucket. These have a chance of dropping from Jester's festival coffers, so I would not buy these until closer to the event's end. Also, we can purchase the 3 pieces fragments required to morph Passion Dancer Blossom into the Passion Muse's personality. I have 2, but cannot yet purchase that one. Also, I am uncertain of whether or not I own a Passion Dancer Blossom. We can also purchase advancement for our companions in Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, or Undaunted Guild skill lines. Also, we have a new outfit style piece called Height Shoulders. I'm going to purchase this when the event draws closer to its end, because right now I'm more interested in the Passion Dancer things. We also need to find 10 scrap of minstrel cloths in order to receive Jester's Daedroth suit. Let's preview it. That's adorable. I want it. I suppose these have a chance to drop from the coffers.
Is that a who?
Yeah, I've got to green. Sorry. So, not going to purchase those just yet. And we shall make our way to Jester Queen Island. This way. Before we speak with her, I'm going to make my way into the kitchen to fetch more coffee. I will park you here where
Tell me, Yorin,
please.
how many Imperials does it take to crown an Emperor?
I will be right
This
back.
one does not do counting, only wordiness.
No one knows. They can't keep one alive long enough to get through the ceremony.
Oh, yes! They do die at an alarmed rate.
Oops. First things first, get rid of what I'm doing.
Oh, you are that daring matchmaker who put a smile on Yoren's face. Perfect! I have need of a merrymaker.
I heard you had a vital mission for me.
I have decreed happiness, but not all of my kin share my breezy disposition, and it's putting a damper on my festivities. I won't have my fun ruined by these grumpy grumps. I need a champion to enforce my royally mandated cheerfulness.
What would that entail?
If these treasonous malcontents insist on harboring sticks firmly in their hindquarters, then they can at least have the decency to keep them in bloom. Ha ha! Ha! Find the grumps in my domain and pelt them with these enchanted petals until morale improves!
As you wish, Majesty.
I want you to have those grumps in stitches, one way or another.
How does throwing these petals at people help with the Jester's Festival?
This is a holiday about not taking anything too seriously, even royalty. It comes more naturally to some than others, so we silly celebrators often have to give them a nudge. These holdouts will find it hard to be serious, plastered in flowers.
Does the Queen know you're impersonating her?
Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable High Lady of Elven Grace?
But you're an orc.
So I am! Some fiendish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine.
Sounds like fun. Happy gaming to you as well, Conspiracy Kitty. So, we need to rank Grumpy Temple Stoics in Vocal God. This is, as mentioned, my favorite quest. During the Jester's Festival. It's fun, it's cute, it's complete.
You know how long
total
I've been looking
innocent.
for you.
The Temple Stoics can be found all the way on the other side of Vocal God. They are waiting for us close to the crafting area. Here's one. Use petal pelters. He looks so much happier now. Next, we need to travel to Skywatch to prank grumpy residents. Just like I foresaw a little while ago. All of these quests can be repeated every day while the event lingers, and to be quite honest, on the third or fourth day this becomes a little bit. But in order to get the event tickets, you only need to do one. Use petal pelters.
I don't feel so well.
And the last step is to prank grumpy professors at the college. Well, I hope I have unlocked that wish. The college is a little bit far away from everything. Come on.
have to go. If I'm late again, Malingwe threatened to throw me into the cave. I'll talk to you later, Baham.
I haven't done the quest associated with the college. I should do that. Like, post haste. The quest is very, very rewarding, and I usually do it first chance I get.
When you accept that your race is worthless, then we can use you.
Involves saving lots of people, and I like those kinds of quests. We can find a grumpy professor here. And another one. Then we can return to Jester Queen Island. And because I am lazy, we shall travel outside my income. I also need to check my email. So, nothing important.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Iron is waiting for us. Exactly where we left her.
My champion of cheer returns! Have you vanquished the stubborn seriousness in my land?
The Crumps have been cheered, my queen.
Ooh, delightful! It's so much nicer to rule a kingdom of happy subjects, don't you think?
I would imagine
Well,
so.
I'm just exhausted from all this dreadful ruling. Our show will be moving on soon. Perhaps you'd like to continue your mission of merriment as part of our entourage.
Where are you headed?
Oh, just a little jaunt over to Daggerfall for some mischief. Poor Emmerich had such grand plans for today, but his dour queen will surely have something to say about that. I'm certain he'll seek out a champion after we arrive. You should volunteer!
I will see you in Daggerfall then.
That's all for today, champion, but rest assured that your queen will call upon you again tomorrow.
To do the exact same thing. The event quests are fun and silly and simple to complete. Glenumbra then, but what about? I think we should get the band together as well. First stop, Onville. This quest involves a little bit of fighting. The chase for minstrels takes us to 3 downs
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
scattered across the beautiful land of Thérani. As mentioned, first stop, Onville. I'm wondering whether I need to summon my
I
animals.
think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
I've taken a companion for Thérani, mainly so that she can spam rejuvenation when needed. Stage for vampires are sometimes a little bit challenging to keep alive. Companions help.
Beck, I hope you're watching.
Startled. What we are looking for can be found here.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Been a while since I played with Thérani. Difficulty remembering. So we need to pick up
Wow,
Musquine.
we don't come by those too often.
And the Musquine needs to be taken to summoning area circle. Summoning area circle. Which is conveniently close. Place 1. This will summon a forester before then going to continue. And that's all we need to do. Then we are free to head on over to the next location. I would like to be able to tell you what that is, but I'm going to need to respect one. Our next location is in Glenumbra. But let's head on over there. This way shrine would be easier to, like, go to, but
All right, but don't cry for mummy.
so, Glenumbra. I completely distracted myself by thinking about food. We need to sprint all them on in order to reach our destination. Now this was closer than expected. Person keep. Oh, this isn't actually a delve. Instead, we can find Bloodroot Rosé in an abandoned town. all we need is to pick up a bottle and place it in the summoning circle outside. The Daedric friend appears and goes into a contact. I'm going to pick up the sky shard and then crack open the way shrine on the outside.
Keep it down. We'll wake the dead.
Oops. Our next location is in Stonefox. And I'm going to go with all parasols. This might be a little bit tricky to reach from this direction. Well, we'll see how that goes. What did I say? Stonefox. Well, let's see if we can make it. Travel back to the event location. As mentioned, it's about running. And then this way, everyone. Well, that was easy. I must have been thinking about
Let's not get separated.
event.
I'd rather not be alone in this place.
The Father's Nest, another delve that holds.
Now here's a place I can really get some study done. Or killed. Either, really.
Interesting. Mary's report increased. So, the spider venom wine that we need to get is locate that in Thérani's inventory. I wonder why I have failed to complete this quest. Oh well, matters not. Anyway, you can find the wine close to the boss in the Father's Nest. Let's place it in the summon circle and collect our friend. Return to any Jester's festival tent. We were going to go to Glenumbra, so I will travel outside my Uzurian image. Abandoning friends mid-battle. Traveling to the outside or inside of your homes is always free.
Hey, grab a drink.
It's very, very convenient to
For the love of
take advantage of your holes when you're playing with a new character who doesn't yet know their way around.
Yes, my vision dream speaks true. There once was a man named Islam who found his homeland aboard.
Samuel
So he
before
conjured his art
picking up
and let out a fart.
See for yourself, my friend. The stage is set. The oblivious inebriates are gathered in befuddled groups, and the minstrels are so warmed up they're practically cooked. Time has come for merriment.
What happens now?
Our beautiful beastly bards stand at the ready. All they need to launch into a mind-melting performance, which will be to die for, is the signal. Can you feel it? The anticipation of a grand time? The festivities that await us?
What is the signal?
The only appropriate way to start boisterous music, of course, is with a clamorous note to kick things off. Now, where is... Ah! That bell over there. That should do it. Ring the bell, stand back, and enjoy the show.
You want me to ring the bell?
Why not? I had the idea, the contacts, the plan, and I set the stage. But you fought off hordes of monsters who eschewed our festivities. You gathered our talent. If anyone here should ring the bell, it is you, my friend.
Let's ring the bell. Enjoying the performance, we get to speak with Samuel again.
That was incredible! I'm sure you've faced many foes in your time, friend, but nothing is more threatening than mediocre festivities. Even the minstrels were smiling, or as much as they ever smile. Difficult to please, that bunch.
That's the entire performance?
Indeed! Wasn't it fantastic? Those minstrels really rose to the occasion. Please, take this as my thanks and stop back anytime. A performance of that caliber demands an encore. Look at these misguided fools. They'll forget this happened as soon as the hangovers kick them in their skulls. But for now, they're having the best Jester's festival ever. They can't stop applauding. I should probably look into that.
Now, Jester King Eric.
You must be the celebrant Irene was going on about. I could certainly use some of your acclaimed good cheer.
She mentioned you might need my help.
My superstitious queen has confiscated my array of royal magisters. The only illusionary dazzlers fit for a king. I can't impress my subjects with just any common prestidigitation. It would be trivial to whip up more with the right ingredients.
Where would I find these ingredients?
There are some, local attractions that should have what I'm looking for, but they're no place for royalty. If you would risk venturing out on my behalf, I'll ensure you play a key role in today's festivities.
I will find what you need, my king.
Good luck finding everything on my list. I don't know that we've ever had a fatality at the Jester's Festival, but if you are the first, I'll make sure your name lives on in appropriate ignominy.
Why did the queen confiscate your royal magisters?
My dear Maria clings terribly to her people's mistrust of magic almost as much as her natural severity and sword. She seems to think that setting off hundreds of flashy magical projections in the city would be a public menace. Silly, isn't it?
Just what is an illusion dazzler?
You've never seen an illusion dazzler? You're in for a treat. They're the pinnacle of awe-inspiring emanations. Radiant in color, resonant in percussion, slightly malodorous, and only harmful under the most ill-thought-out circumstances.
And those we need to create. In order to complete this one, we need to visit 2 depths. First one, K-Tag, we conveniently close. Lesson done. In order to find the dust we are looking for, we just need to either kill enemies or upon the dust left behind. And that was all we needed to do. Let's then return to the outside area and head on over to the second dell.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Yes, we were. Not so convenient. The next delve is located on the other side of Dagger. Here, it's easiest, most convenient to reach it if you just give switch right.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Usually I just jump off here, but I'm a vampire. That means I'm fragile. Don't want to die. Let's seek lower grounds. Here we go. A little bit less hazardous to help. You need to gather glowing alien bone dust. That we can do by killing enemies. I want to get that sky shot. Oh,
Circle around!
Sky shot collected. I will leave a link to Thérani's build in the description below. just as soon as I can get all to it. Let me have bread. Now we can return to speak with Jester, King Emmerich. Returning from here is surprisingly time-consuming, so I'm going to travel outside my in-room again. It's a little bit more convenient. Exit the inn and dash to Jester, King.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. I can't be the laughingstock in my own kingdom.
I have your ingredients, Majesty.
Aha! The day is saved! No one will question who wears the crown in my court after this. I promised you a key role in the festivities today, and I am a man of my word. I hereby entrust you with the honor of putting my royal prowess on display.
What does that entail?
Take my illusion dazzlers to some suitably crowded locations in the city and give them a good shake and toss. My majestic creations will do the rest.
I can handle that.
Perfect. Give me a moment to work my magic, and I'll have you on your way with the finest flashing flourishes in the land.
As you wish, sire.
Stand back and let your majesty make magic. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Give it a shake. Voila! Your dazzlers, my faithful subject.
Why, thank you. Entire sack full of illusion dazzlers. This quest is the most time-consuming of the lot. Not only do we need to go to 2 delves, but we also need to run around Daggerfall to use illusion dazzlers. If you're in a hurry and need to do an event quest, I would recommend the one listed. Rescuing Princess doesn't take that much time. Next, to the docks. Let's go into the direction. Everybody's good at something, they say. I'm very good at getting lost. One more. Now we get to return to Jester, King Emmerich, which means running all the way to the other side of town.
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops of my handiwork echoing throughout the city. Tell me it was more than my imagination.
Your people loved the Dazzler's majesty.
Well, of course. In my experience, my loyal subjects adore being showered in the affections of their king. Oh, don't share that with the queen. Best not to be found conspiring against my wife anymore today. Easier to deny having ever met you when you're not standing right there, you understand. But if she happens to corner you, take our secret to the grave for your liege.
Why are you so afraid of your wife?
Afraid? Why, I'm not afraid. I'm the king. Keeping my politically expedient queen happy is my duty as a devoted husband, and good diplomacy. But if you happen to see my lovely Maria with her sword, give a whistle, would you?
Does King Emmerich know you're impersonating him?
Oh, my simple servant. I'm simply dressed for the occasion. Though I don't know why I didn't think to disguise myself sooner. I'd never have to worry about my wife finding me if I were an Argonian or something.
But you are an Argonian.
Oh, so we start a rumor that I'm actually an Argonian to throw her off my trail. That's much simpler. Brilliant idea. Glad I thought of it.
That was confusing. The last quest, a foremost for kind, can be done. In Stormhaven. Let's run for the way shrine. Let's go to the way shrine over there. Complete the last quest.
I hope we find more than trouble here.
Then we get to open all the presents. Stopping, yes.
Halt! Go no further till you've spoken with me.
Smartest choice here is to follow the road. This quest leads us to Hammerdeck Arena. Oh, there's another daily quest.
Hello! May Jadziri interest you in a jug of the freshest, no, the finest, no, the strongest swill our King Boar could ever ask for?
Are you offering me pig's will?
Oh, no. This one assures you her brew contains absolute minimum of pig saliva, Jaunter. The crispest and sharpest cider this side of the reach. Jadziri will crush you a fresh batch if you help her acquire the right ingredients.
What do you need?
Well, you see, handlers of the festival arena have collected all of the most rotten, exceptionally ripe mudcrab apples for King Boar to gorge on during his battles. But that leaves nothing left for Jadziri to use for her cider, you see?
Very well. I will get your ripe mudcrab apples.
All the fermented mudcrab apples you could ever want are in the baskets around the arena. Of course, you'll need this ticket to get in, and you'll have to get to them before King Boar. And you most definitely don't want to let him gulp too many down.
So,
is that an invitation I smell? I soaked each one in bacon grease before sending them out. Right this way, then. I hope you brought your apron. Between the blood, saliva, and crying, well, you'll probably also need wading trousers down there.
What exactly is all this?
Oh, hold on. I have it written down. By decree of His Majesty Jester King Emmerich, the tyrannical would-be usurper, King Boar, is to be put to death in the arena.
King Boar?
The porcine potentate himself. Oh, don't put on a face. It's all a gag for the festival. The conjurers call up a fan to boar for the games. You're not actually killing a big, cute, bristly piggy. This is Jester's festival, not the war in Cyrodiil.
So I just go into the arena and kill a giant phantom pig.
You must be fun at parties. Yes, you just go over and wrestle that giant illusory pig like an idiot while we all watch. Plus, the audience ticket sales will help finance the festival expenses for years to come. Are you in or not?
Yes, I will battle the King Boar.
By the powers vested in me, I dub thee Jester King Emmerich's champion of charcuterie. Now get in there and carve yourself a rasher.
Alrighty. The enemy we meet here is actually a little bit more challenging, it seems. Gather fermented mudcrab.
Presenting the Emperor of Affluence, the patron of porkers, the saint of swine, King Boar.
Ouch.
Who wants to eat their weight in apple mush?
And there's also a green spoon. The pig eats fermented mudcrab apples. Health is restored.
King Boar requires assistance, my prince. Oh, it got in my eye.
Oh, I left all this garbage
The
here
king
for
is dead?
nothing.
Oh, good for them. Get me a towel.
Gather the apples and return to Quest Gables. You can gather additional fermented mudcrab apples during the battle, which I failed to do. I'm no longer unstageable. Don't tell anyone I took the easy way out.
Whew! Even the swine stench is just like the real thing. You smell like you just had a bath in pig sweat. And guts. And, well, you get the idea. I think the conjurers are having a laugh at your expense.
Can I have my prize now?
Oh, right. Joy unto Tamriel! The tyrant king of pork now wallows with the dead, his haunches and hoard divided among the heroic and the hungry, his head hung on high as hallmark of his hubris. Here's your cut and your cuts. They're real, I swear.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you have any luck snatching some fermented mudcrab apples out of King Boar's mouth?
Yes, here are all the apples I was able to collect.
Just one apple won't make much, but every little bit helps. Jadziri will give you a mugful anyway.
Thank
He's certain once you try it, you will work doubly hard for apples in the future. Enjoy! Now, Jadziri...
And thus we have completed many festival quests. Let's open presents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ordinary Jester's Festival boxes and 1 stupendous one. Delicious. We get a Jester standard banner and thought we had deserts. Treasure, revelry pies, and spiral deserts. Treasure, revelry pie, and spiral deserts. Treasure and deserts. Jester's cover, deserts, and pie. Ooh, a style page. Regal, regalia, shoes. I already have this, but it's still better than deserts. Once more, another banner, more pies and more deserts. In the stupendous Jester's Festival box today we find a banner, mirth shard. Ooh, one of the minstrel cloth scraps I once had. Treasure, pies, and dazzlers. Well, despite the loot being a bit, how you say, rich in garbage, this has been entertaining. But now, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return on Thursday at 2 p.m. at the very latest to start the main quest in Garland. But since I am home alone for the weekend, I might return on Saturday or Friday to screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Ta!